Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me for another beer review. Hope you're all well. It's Friday evening. Let me just adjust that. Bazza is back with another one. The working week is over for most people, or a lot of people. I'm working tomorrow. It's been an awfully long week this week. Done a few 12-hour shifts as well, so trying to get some work finished. But hey ho, needs must sometimes. So, you don't need to know that, like I always say. But we are back with a beer review now, and this is one that I picked up from Sainsbury's the other day, and I've seen a few people review it, and I was even more intrigued after watching JB review it, because I thought, hang on, is this a perfect draft beer that's been rebranded? And the beer we are looking at from Sainsbury's is a bottle of Via Roma. It's an Italian lager. It's in a 660ml bottle, coming in at 4.5%, and this cost me £2.50. It was part of a 3 for £6. I only wanted one bottle, so that's all that's all I've done. But interestingly enough, this is owned by AbInbev. Now, bear with me for a second. Where are we? Let me have a look here. Don't run away, I'm still here. I'm just trying to find something. There we go. There's that. I don't think I've got the other one. Right. Years ago, there used to be a beer out on Perfect Draft, and it was called Lisa, an Italian lager. Okay? AbInbev, Perfect Draft, isn't it? That, I'm trying to think, that was 5%, that was. And then it was rebranded. It was rebranded and bought out, still at 5%. I don't think I've got the new badge for the new one, I don't believe. Let me have a quick nosy. No. Then it was rebranded, shall we say, and it was released as Romala or Romola. Okay, another Italian lager, Birra di Roma. And then it's no longer on Perfect Draft, and there's this in the supermarkets. Now, let me just show you the branding. Does that not look extremely similar? Doesn't it seem a little bit funny that, you know, they are so alike? There we go. And both AbInbev owned. So that is the reason that I picked this up. I'm curious. I'm going to review it anyway, just as a lager. I'm going to see if I can remember what Lisa and Romola were like. I know I wasn't a big fan of either of them, to be honest. I'm not generally a big fan of Italian lager, but I am curious to know, hopefully I will remember the taste of it and that, but this has lowered in ABV, or it is lower in ABV, so it may well taste different anyway. So I'm just curious to see what it's like. And I'm going to bang it in the Romola glass. So let's get her cracked open. Let me just show you the label. There we go. Nice label. Cool little bottle cap. Let's get her cracked open and stop bloody talking, because you're fed up of me already. Whoa, yeah, whoa. That was a close one. It decided to shoot its bolt. Probably with Baz swinging it and flinging it and chucking it everywhere. That's probably why. Good catch, Bazza. Obviously, still plenty left in the glass. In the bottle, I should say. But beer in a glass. Very light. Ooh, it's a little bit of a skunky smell, to be honest. It's very pale. Very much a straw-looking beer. I think that's lighter than what it used to be. Or if it is the same sort of beer, it's a little bit lighter than what I remember the ones being on Perfect Draft. Well carbonated, going up in the middle, pretty much perfectly clear, and we got about a finger of fluffy cloud-like head. So let's go in with the nose and see what we get. Now, I thought I got a little bit of a skunky smell as I opened that. I think that's gone now though. On the nose, I would definitely say that's Romola or Lisa. On the nose, sweet malt, little hint of lemon citrus thing, and that's about it really. Quite quite a standard sort of smell of any sort of big supermarket lager, if you like. Nothing overly nasty, but doesn't smell like a good German lager. So, but you know, citrus, sweet malt, that's about it. So let's dive in. Let's give her a little top up. Excuse me, got a little bit of a throat going on. And dive in via Roma, Sainsbury's, £2.50, 4.5% in a 660ml bottle. Cheers. Yeah, to be honest, we'll come to the other stuff. Let's do my usual stuff. It is light in body, but at 4.5%, I don't think the body is too bad. It's not watery thin, I wouldn't say, but it is light, but pretty good for 4.5. Typical lager carbonation, quite busy in the mouth. Mouthfeel, I suppose you wouldn't expect it to be smooth for this sort of beer, but it doesn't really, it doesn't ruin the beer too much. It gives it something kind of interesting to think about while you're drinking it. It's not particularly soft. Mouth feels okay, like I said, considering the carbonation and the body. It's very drinkable. It's got to be said. Maybe it's just because I'm thirsty and it's the end of a week. But it is going down quite easy, though. I think you'd get pretty bored of it quick. Big sort of lemon, maybe a little bit of lime, sort of citrus note in there. The maltiness, that sweet maltiness that was there to start off with, seems to have faded a little bit. Seems to be more in the background now. That sort of citrus note has taken over. Has a little bit of a peppery bite from the hop. The more I'm drinking, the more the body is showing its issues, really. It is starting to feel quite watery now. 4.5%. You know, it doesn't taste too bad for a 4.5% lager, knowing how they can be. But for me, I mean, for your average Bob Smith who lives down the road, goes to the pub, drinks Carling, is happy enough with that, or Foster's, I think they'd like this. For me, it's a typical standard lager. And also, if you ask me, that is basically Lisa and Romola. That is basically a lighter, weaker, bottled version of that thing that used to be on Perfect Draft, that was originally that. So yeah, I'm convinced that they've just got rid of it off the Perfect Draft, decided to wang it in supermarkets under a different name again, rebranding it again. Yeah, for me, not a beer I enjoyed originally. I can see why people would drink it. It's certainly better than some of the other crap that you can pick up in the supermarkets, but it's not for me. It's not for me. You know, it's Oh, it's just another lager, isn't it? It's just another lager, which should be interesting because after this we've got probably just another lager coming up. So if you've had this before, via Roma, yeah, if you're not fussed about what you really drink, this is probably one of the better ones that you're going to get hold of. But yeah, it's nothing amazing. So if you've had it before, let me know what you think. If you're thinking of getting it, and like I say, you're a bog standard lager drinker, give it a go. £2.50 for a 660ml bottle. It's not too bad, and it was free for £6 as well. So yeah. That's it. Yeah. Thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I've waffled on for way too long. And I'll see you again soon on another one. Cheers.